What's up, Insane Rhetoric? What's up, Insane Rhetoric? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what it is. Hey, we live in 5. It's all about Insane Rhetoric, baby. We
Insane Rhetoric,
back on
baby.
YouTube live. So what's good, sister? What's happening? How you doing this morning?
I'm good. All in the neighborhood and everything.
It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside. Okay.
Don't say no more. We might have to pay royalties.
Listen, I know when to stop.
I'm singing in my head though. Y'all see I'm still dancing.
Come and meet the letter people. Hey, so what's happening? What's good? What's good? How you been?
You know that
Everything
last
good?
time you was talking about the letter people, I just kept thinking about that and thinking about that. And
Uh-huh.
then I just kept thinking about it. And then after a while I was like, oh yeah. I remember the letter
It
people.
came to you. Well, my favorite guy on there was Mr. T. He was tall teeth.
I remember the letter
You remember, you
people.
remember, you remember Fraggle Rock? Down in Fraggle Rock?
I remember
Down in
that.
Fraggle Rock?
I remember, yeah.
Listen, that's the stuff that shaped us and made us to who we are, when we got a chance to sit down and learn some stuff, they was actually instrumental in life. So that was what's up. And can't forget Sesame Street. Matter of fact, did you know the guy that played, what was it, Grover, passed away?
Was it Grover?
I think it was
Yeah,
Grover. Yeah,
yeah, it was Grover.
yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
passed away. I
yeah,
was like, wow.
yeah,
I think Maria's still alive though.
yeah. Maria's still alive.
Yeah.
The guy that played Mr. Sanchez, Mr.
Uh, that's his name. That's the one that played Grover.
No, he was the no,
Sanchez wasn't the guy that played Grover. You sure?
no. The guy that played Maria's husband.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That I
He
do
just
remember.
recently died.
Did he? I ain't know that.
Yeah,
I ain't know that. I ain't know that.
yeah.
Yeah. Shouts out to the stars. Rest in peace to those who came up in Sesame Street and all that band of people who was trying to teach kids values. It worked. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I was looking at what was it the meeting with President Biden and Polish leader.
Uh-huh.
Sound like they was blowing a whole bunch of smoke to me.
You know I wasn't watching that.
Yeah, I was. I just seen it on CNN this morning. I was just looking at it, just
You
tripping off. I
you
was just
know
like, what?
I'm engrossed in Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah, I got to turn her off because my stupid meter. I can't let that go too high because
Hey,
the questions that they be asking, I just can't take it. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't have time for that.
yeah, yeah, y'all need to watch the show yesterday's show. Not watch it, listen.
Listen, yeah, and subscribe and follow and like.
Yeah, while we talking
Subscribe,
about it,
follow, and
subscribe right
like.
there. Just push the button right there. Push the button. Push the goddamn button. Like
Push
in
the
Rush Hour.
button, man. Hey, push it like it's a nuclear attack. Push the button.
Look, wait a minute. One of our listeners already know that. Okay, so now I know why I get shirts. Now I know why I get shirts.
And why would that
Because
be?
one of our listeners already asking me what kind of they can see that it's got something on it and
Mhm.
they trying to
Oh,
figure out
okay.
what kind of shirt
Okay.
it is.
What
So
what
y'all, I'm repping a Houston HBCU right now.
okay.
I,
I was
I'm
just
re- it, you can't see it, but you
okay.
can't see it, but it says
I
right
see
there.
it. I
It says TSU, and
TSU,
then
yeah.
and then it says
TSU
TSU
girl.
girl. It
Okay.
it
Hey, don't pull that shirt up too much more now.
I'm not a thought or a whore.
I just said don't pull it up too much more. I'm just saying. You ain't
Maybe
carrying
I
no
don't know if that'll get us some more shirts. I don't know. I'm past my girls gone wild phase.
You ain't never passed that. It just depends on where you at in the state in the United States. You down there in the New Orleans area, you always can get you a shirt or some beats.
No, I think they like perky. I think they like perky boots down there.
I think they like all kinds of things.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I thought that shirt was a Huey shirt by the hairline at the top because I could only see so much when you came on. Then I looked at it. Okay.
I need a boondock shirt. I let me tell you what kind of shirt I need. I need Carlos Carrera Minnesota Twins shirt.
Soon as they drop.
Because I'm mad. Listen to y'all listen to yesterday's show, Free Fall Friday yesterday. I'm mad because Carlos Carrera, that baby grew up here.
Yeah, well, he finna
now he going to the Twins. How we gonna ever win again? You breaking up the winning team.
Well, contrary
because you ain't want to pay him. You ain't want to pay him.
Contrary to popular demand, y'all shouldn't have won if it wasn't for all that cheating y'all done.
Okay, so we wasn't cheating.
Huh?
The first time we wasn't cheating.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe the second time because they was tired, but the first.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that.
Anyway,
the World Series. What? Okay. But it's all good. It's all good. So what else we got? What's happening? Man? This is a free for all, not free fall. It's not a free for all. It is a free fall.
We already did Free Fall Friday. I was talking about Ketanji Brown. Okay, so yeah, I've been paying attention to Russia. Ukraine, love you, Ukraine people. But listen, I've been paying attention to Ketanji Brown Jackson. Because I'm waiting on them to go ahead on and confirm her.
Is she in her last day of litigation? Because that's what that is.
That ain't confirmation hearing nothing.
That's litigation.
Yeah. I know they calling it a confirmation hearing, but they
that's litigation.
They doing her worse than they did Amy Comey.
Yeah. So what day is she in? Is she in her last day? How many days she got left for that?
I don't know. I'm just watching it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's asinine. The questions are asinine. The questions are asinine.
Yeah, you think?
The remarks are asinine. So
they don't pertain to nothing.
Yeah.
They don't pertain to nothing that she's done.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at that situation. I think, like I said, once we was talking on one of our other episodes, I think that lady is one of the brightest, and for all the things that she has accomplished at 52.
Listen, my daughter sent me a TikTok. My daughter sent me a TikTok video. It was a compilation of like the crazy asinine questions and her answers, like back to back, side to side. If I tell you how many times that woman said, okay, I'm not gonna quote. This is what she said though. If you look at it, this is what she said. Basically, she was saying, "That's not my wheelhouse. Why would I answer that? I'm not gonna answer that because that's not my wheelhouse." Well, if you read 2 sentences down, I actually said what you're suggesting, and further than that, I can't answer that. See,
so that's not my area of expertise, and the question is too stupid for me to answer. Have a nice day. Got put back in your place. Go do something with yourself. I mean, listen. When you're sharp, you're sharp. Like I said, no downplay to Kamala Harris. I just don't believe that Kamala Harris has the wherewithal like Miss Jackson does. Miss Jackson is shooting her shot and doing her thing. But this is what I'm saying. If I had to have two people to pick from who would be vice president right now, for as Black women, it would be, this would be my top two. It would be Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. And then
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Oh, I'm sorry.
then it would be the stone face, Condoleezza Rice. That would be my two picks. I wouldn't put nobody else in them positions. I just wouldn't, because I not saying that Kamala don't have the wherewithal, but she can't be who she is. And the simple fact that she's vice president, she's handcuffed to a lot of different things because she can't overshadow the president.
Right. Right. But it's only the second time that we've had a woman in that cabinet that close.
Right.
A Black woman in there. Condoleezza was first.
First, absolutely.
And they kept hiding stuff from her.
Yep.
She couldn't make a decision because they kept hiding stuff from her. They kept going around her.
Yep. I agree. But when you talk about sharpness, she was it. She was it.
Yeah. Kamala got it going on, but it's only so much a vice president can do.
Right. But then they get blamed for at least 99.9% of everything.
Yeah.
We don't think you did enough. We don't think you did this. We don't think you did that. So, like I say,
and they're two separate positions.
Yeah. You got to understand that. You got to understand who's doing what.
So the skill sets you need and the thought process you need is different for each position.
Absolutely.
You can't compare them apples to apples.
Hey, now, yeah, I might make some people mad, but this is what I do. I make people mad sometimes. So, like, if I had my choice of Biden or Mr. Orange Hair in this situation, I would probably take Mr. Orange Hair. I'm just saying. The dude flies off the cuff so much, and people back that if he was to say, let's just go over there and shoot him down, they would move. I think that the in this situation, like, we understand the positions, the different positions in leadership and everything. Is Biden more confident and calm and cool and collective? Yes. But do you need that right now? I'm just saying. Just my point of view. I don't endorse half the stuff that Mr. Orange Hair does, but I mean, if he was to go over there and get whoever they need to get in to shut it down, I believe that he would do that. We see your Charlie Brown face. I know it.
Oh, okay.
I know it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean,
y'all see, I'm speechless.
I don't like the dude, but when it comes to saying what needs to be said, he hasn't doing that.
Y'all see me? Y'all.
And then I'm of the opinion of you too. Maybe if we had Shaka Zulu, wouldn't none of this be going left like that.
Oh, y'all. If y'all listen, y'all need to listen. Listen to one of our other episodes. I think season 1.
Yeah. It's
Shaka Zulu
was the man.
Would have just been like, enough is enough.
Yeah, I'm done with y'all.
On a lot of issues
for
that we have right now.
For those who know Shaka Zulu, if you don't know, please go read the history of it, because he was the man. He was the man, literally.
I think at some point he was having mental breakdown, mental illness, because his relationship with his mom, and then she died and all that kind of stuff. But
who does it? I think a lot of these people you talk about don't have concussion issues. So how do we explain they CTE problems?
I don't know.
Because some of these people with the stuff that they are doing is just so stupid.
Shaka might have had CTE. Shaka might have had CTE if he had headbutted a couple of people too many times.
But he wasn't playing football.
I said if he had headbutted people a couple times too many times.
Why would he do that? He was the king. That's all he did is just, hey, chop off his head. Let's keep it moving.
So one of our listeners say that Speaker of the House have more power than the VP.
I agree.
Yeah, they do.
I agree. I mean, listen, if you don't understand the logistics in the government, you need to know that the freaking president, I don't care who they are a puppet for the three houses. That's what it comes down to.
A puppet?
That's what I said. A puppet.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's what I heard.
Oh, that's exactly what I said.
Okay.
The three houses makes all the laws and decisions to make sure things get passed. If you don't,
Did we have this lesson in season 1?
I thought
we broke this down.
I thought we did.
Okay.
So if you don't understand that, shoot, I mean that he just says whatever needs to be said from the houses. He really doesn't have no authority. But
so our listeners, they agree with you that Joe Biden may not be the man for the Ukraine conflict.
Shouts out to the listener. Raise the roof. Right to the roof. I'm just saying. You trying to handcuff a person with sanctions.
He don't care.
He don't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, did y'all catch the way I said that?
Yeah, he don't care.
I didn't say, oh, he doesn't care.
He's so silly. So yes,
I said he don't care.
He don't care, and he doesn't. You got to think. Just because you're capping that man's financial situation, that dude is smart enough to have backfield money where you can't touch it.
Well, that's why he made friends with Kim Jong-un.
I agree.
And China got all our money.
Agree. You know, and that's why the United States is trying to actually stand down and don't want to jump into that, because then you're gonna have some boots on your ground and want their money. Simple. So, but I Judge Miss Jackson, go ahead and put in here, man, and start playing with that lady. See, we ain't got time. We got other problems to worry about. They over here playing.
I'm getting ready to start binge watching the series Servant of the People.
I ain't know. Netflix.
On Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to start binge watching that. That's the show that the Ukraine president starred in.
Oh, okay.
As the president.
Oh, okay. I ain't never seen that one.
I had never seen it either, but
I'm gonna tell you a show you should watch. If you ever get a chance to watch, it's on Netflix.
I missed Bridgerton last night because
The who?
Bridgerton. The second season of Bridgerton.
Oh, okay. Now I watched that. I watched
the second season started last night, but okay, it's a long story, but I don't wait a minute.
Listen, so
it's a long story, but I'll watch TV at night.
If only you knew. And so, like, it's this other show on Netflix called The Family. If you get a chance to watch that, check it out, because The Family talks about the secret society of the government. And there's one guy who actually, I think his name was Cole, last name Cole, but he's the one who actually started the National Prayer Breakfast. and have all these dignitaries come in and they actually meet and do all this stuff. But it's real good. I like it. It's called The Family. And
Okay,
man,
I'm gonna find it.
yeah, it's good. It talks about what goes on in the government under the prep breakfast. It's crazy.
I've gotten so spoiled by Netflix and the different apps, the different apps for the different stations and stuff. I've become so spoiled because I just watch it better. It's like I just like it better when I can binge watch the shows.
Mm-hmm.
And just go from from episode to episode without a whole bunch of waiting and
right. I feel that.
But then I feel this letdown after I've binge watched the whole season.
Well,
like I'm like right now I'm so much in Lupin withdrawal. I'm waiting on the next season of Lupin.
Yeah, like show. I think you said you were starting to watch it was Peaky Blinders.
I finished it.
Did you? Did you like it?
Yeah, but let me tell you about Peaky Blinders. So when Peaky Blinders first came, I put it in my list.
Mm-hmm.
It looked interesting to me, and I put it in my list because I like British shows and stuff. I like foreign shows, and so it looked interesting to me, and I put it in my list. If I tell you they've been in my list since the beginning of time, and they down to 5 seasons.
Yeah,
5 years they've been in my list, and I always find a reason to watch something else.
Yeah,
like I had watched Ozark.
Oh,
before I watched Peaky Blinders, and Peaky Blinders been on long before
Ozark. Yeah, Ozark. I had to get into the Ozark because
it started kind of slow.
Yeah, I was just like, my patience ain't that good with that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but then once it started kicking in and getting further into season 1, I was like, okay, I can watch it. But
the Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. I'm Billy Kimber. I run the races. And you fix one of them too.
Okay. So yeah, but Peaky Blinders is supposed to come out. The last season is supposed to come in June.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I like that show. That was pretty good. It was pretty good.
And I think Ozark is starting pretty soon. Yeah. But Lupin, they making me wait, dog. They making me wait. Lupin, they making me wait. Bridgerton, they made me wait too.
What is that movie about love with the black guy that was in The Harder They Fall? It's some like scientific scary type movie. I forgot what
Pieces of Her?
Nah, it's something else.
That was good. Y'all go watch that. That was good.
Yeah, okay.
That had some twists and turns in it.
Yeah, so I mean, so it's a lot of stuff.
Okay, but I still want to know who this was in The Harder They Fall. Which guy? You said the black guy that was in The Harder They Fall. It was a whole bunch of black guys.
No, the main guy the main guy, Nat. He was in a Lovecraft. Is that it?
Oh, there's something called Lovecraft.
That movie, that episode, Lovecraft, that's it. That's the same guy that was in The Harder They Fall as the one that went and got what's your boy name?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Yeah. He's the same guy that's in Lovecraft.
Okay.
Yeah, and Lovecraft was, like I say, it was good. It was a different spin on stuff, but it was good.
You know, Jay-Z coming up with another project for Netflix.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be great.
I don't think it's a Western this time. It's something else.
Yeah. Don't matter. I mean, the dude, whatever you're going to put his hands to is going to be off the meter because he's going to go get some of the best to do it.
I guess he going to conquer Netflix and what's his name? 50 Cent's going to conquer everything else.
Maybe. 50 is a good writer, though. He's a hell of a writer. So, I don't know. But other than that, so, like, on the other upturn of things, I ain't gonna say a upturn.
We're gonna upturn something.
Maybe gonna downturn it because it's a sad situation. I don't know if you heard.
Oh Lord, what happened?
Oh man, yeah, it's a sad situation. So a young boy from Missouri went down to amusement park with his football team in Florida, got on a ride and was thrown from the ride and it killed him. Yeah. So they it's a lot of people that's trying to figure out what's going on with that, but we just want to say prayers out to that family, because to lose anybody, especially at that age, 14 years old, is just crazy behind somebody else's negligence or whatever. I don't know if they was talking about that he wasn't securing the ride, and then some of the fees were saying that he hadn't they hadn't checked to make sure that the safety bars was down or the straps was locked in or whatever. So prayers out to their family, man. They're actually from Missouri, and a lot of people know them. I seen them on the news this morning, and I actually have bumped into his daddy before, which was crazy because they also have something over in East St. Louis that they used to do a while ago. So I mean, there's shouts out to their family, and prayers go with them, man. Hope y'all can heal and recover from that. I mean, even if they sue the theme park for whatever negligence or whatever, it ain't gonna bring your son back, and that's just bad business. So that we just send prayers out for them, man, because man, the loss of anybody is a loss. That's horrible. So
So it was at Icon Park. I never heard of Icon Park. But there's a drop tower attraction.
It's like the Superman that used to be at Six Flags. It takes you up. You have okay. So the dynamics of this is like a big round pole, and it's like a flying saucer that's built around the pole, and then everybody sits in that, and then it takes you up. And then once it takes you up, it's a free fall straight down. So it's been a popular ride for a lot of people in different theme parks.
So he was 14. He died at the hospital from his injuries.
Yeah.
He was visiting from Missouri. He was visiting a family in Orlando. So they were together. So maybe cousins or something, probably.
Probably.
They just said visiting Orlando from his home in Missouri with another family in Central Florida.
Yeah.
So they closed it. Y'all. Okay, so I'm getting it. Okay, let me tell y'all where I'm getting this from. This is Fox 35 Orlando that was reporting this. Okay, so his name is it Tyre, Tyre?
Yeah, Tyre.
Tyre Sampson, visiting from Missouri. And the ride, they're gonna keep the ride closed, of course, until they finish their investigation. They got the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services that's gonna be, they showed up yesterday at the Icon Park. It's called Icon Park. Okay. So this is the agency that inspects the various attractions and rides.
Right.
Okay. So they're not commenting right now, y'all. They're not commenting.
Of course not.
Okay. And all the news people have requested the inspection report.
I think the last time they was inspected was in December. when they had got to they had to have it inspected in December because they was getting their permits to get ready to open the park back up. So
one of the witnesses, Montre Williams, said, at first we thought it was a piece of the ride or whatever. This is a quote, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
At first we thought it was a piece of the ride or whatever until we got a little closer. And it was a person laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Everyone was just panicking and screaming. I know they were.
Yeah. And then the killing part about that though is I was reading some of the feed and it was basically saying that the parents wasn't even notified. They was actually watching it on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, and a whole bunch of other media outlets, which is crazy. So like as soon as you identify, you should have been trying to call them people's family. You know what I'm saying? And that was just crazy, man. It's sad. Sad. It's freaking sad.
So there was another incident similar to this in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because of rusted bolts. You know, so okay, it's different. What I'm getting ready to say is different, but what first came to mind when you started talking about it was this I think it was last year actually. The elevator that dropped with the little boy.
I remember that.
It dropped. No. Did it drop? And then the elevator doors, it dropped.
Drop, right.
People was jumping off the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And this one little boy was trying to get off too, and he got caught in the doors.
Yeah.
That was in Georgia.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that.
And it was because of the safety inspections had not been done properly.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they had done the safety inspections, they hadn't followed up on making sure the work had been done. And therefore the elevator was still operational when it shouldn't have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
died.
You think about a lot of things that we do just in everyday life about just going in, getting in cars and just taking off, you know what I'm saying? Friends of mine who are truck drivers, they do their cars like they do their trucks. They pre-trip their cars, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what can happen between the night you get out and the morning that you get in. You know what I'm saying? Anything can go wrong or go left. And we so nonchalant about things. Oh, it's safe. Go in and just start doing it and then not knowing that somebody probably else didn't do their job. And then if they didn't do their job, now somebody else's life is lost. I mean, it's like crazy. I mean, and we do this all day, every day, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a run of mill of life. If it's still standing now, it's gonna keep standing. Not necessarily. So, but yeah, that's bad. That's horrible situation.
Yeah. So have they find out what this guy what happened with this ride? Because I didn't see it in this particular report.
No, that's the thing that I didn't read in the feed. It ain't said that what was going on. Some of the other things that I have heard, not factual. I don't know if they're factual or if they're absolute, but they was basically saying that the bar, the safety bar, nobody came to check it. So if you poured it down itself, then they usually check and pull on the safety board to let you know that it's secure. But they were saying, some people were saying that was actually on the ride, that it was not checked, or they bypassed it. Because I know for a fact, being on rides, in amusement parks and everything when I used to go. And if I go now, it's like when I pull that board down, I pull up on it. But still, they are supposed to come by and pull or check those safety harnesses and those safety bars to make sure they are locked in place. So regardless if he did it or not, if they didn't do that, they're probably going to be liable for that. I'm sure they are.
So his weight didn't help. So listen, okay, so it's probably his weight probably did help a little bit. So okay, so he was on a football trip, y'all.
Mm-hmm. He'd be a 14-year-old boy.
He was on a football trip, and when he went up, he was already feeling uncomfortable about the ride. So as they were pulling him up, he was like, something feels weird. They say, so here's the quote. He was panicking when he was going up. This is the daddy talking. He was with his two best friends. And he said when the ride took off, that's when he was feeling uncomfortable. He was like, what's going on? That's when he started freaking out. And he was complaining to his friend next to him, I don't know, man. If I don't make it down, please tell my mom and daddy I love them. For him to say something like that, he must have felt something.
Yep.
The boy was 6 feet, 5 inches tall, weighed 340 pounds.
14-year-old. Yeah. Is
no one else allowed the boy to get on the ride. No other ride in the park allowed the boy to ride the ride.
And that's gonna be.
And this is the one ride
that he gets on.
Where they was like, yeah, we can take you. Come on, get on.
Sound like a failure to communicate. Like I say, we ain't there in Orlando, but this is what's happening in the news feed and what people are reporting. Official.
He was an honor roll student.
Yeah.
He played football.
All right, so like let's stop right there because it's just like
they went to the Nationals.
Good kid. Good kid.
It took 10 minutes for the ambulance to arrive at the scene.
Yeah. And that's why I say, man, listen, from Insane Rhetorik, we have got to do better as human beings, man. We have got to do better. We gotta be more persistent in the things that we do and the vocations that we have, man, because stuff that we do like that, man, somebody's life depends on making sure that things are done. And this is the biggest thing in one of the biggest things in the United States. We just write it off because people pay us to do it and we don't go do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's horrible, man. Because somebody's life may depend on you being who you are and to do your job.
Yeah. So if he was that big, that means whatever harness, you know how they harness the little bars?
Yeah.
And it didn't click all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to know is, do they go around and check you?
They supposed to. Like I said, they supposed to check. But see, this is what I have noticed in my theme park experience. they'll slightly pull up on a bar that just comes over your head and pull up and make sure it's locked. Or then if you didn't click your seatbelt, I have been in places where they have not checked my seatbelt or my safety harness to make sure it was properly fastened. And I'll be like, hey, come over here and check this. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that it's done right. Because that's a one-time ride if it ain't done. And that's what we have. That's a one-time ride. You know, but because somebody had a bad day or they didn't feel like doing something and they was in a rush, man, listen. Now, my thing is that person that was actually operating that ride who's supposed to come back and check it, how is that going to affect you? Because now you didn't do what you were supposed to do to make sure it was secure.
Right.
So it affects a lot of different people other than the family that is experiencing a loss, man.
Right. Right.
So now you got bad PR for the freaking park because we don't want to come to your park because now one of your rides was a fatal situation for somebody's life.
Right.
So it trickles down, you know what I'm saying? And it affects a lot of more people. And people don't just like want to do stuff like that no more. You still got the masses of people who would do it and just thrill seekers and do stuff like that. Oh, I want to get on the ride that did this.
Right.
But still, I do your job, man. Do your job. Like,
right.
Like I got some friends of mine who ride motorcycles. They check their bikes, they check their tires, they make sure their brakes are functioning, they make sure their lights are coming on to make sure people sees them. Because on two wheels, that's a one-time ride if somebody's stupid. I mean, it could be a one-time ride, you know, it's crazy. But if you're uncomfortable in something, I say, hey, if you feel a certain way, it's something about that pool. Don't do it. It's something about that pool. That intuition is a son of a gun.
You know, so first of all, there's two things that made me stop riding roller coasters. So it used to be, back when I was younger, I would ride them. And it used to be you could go like just a certain level. And the way you got up there, because so I have a fear of heights. Okay, you saying, how's she gonna ride a roller coaster? Is she afraid of heights?
To get over the fear.
Okay.
To get over the fear. That's what I would have done.
So
get on this roller coaster.
So here's my thing. I can go up if I feel enclosed, right? If I can't see a drop-off point, I'm good. So like I won't go up certain types of stairs. Like you go to an apartment complex, you go to visit your friend, and you go to visit your friend and the stairwell, the steps have like this much space between them and you can see down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're not enclosed stairwells.
Right. And then they don't have a wall on the side either.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see down.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't go more than like to the second floor. If somebody live on the third floor, I'd be like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all got an elevator here? Oh, okay, well, bye. Just bring me down wherever you go. So roller coasters, I used to ride because back in the day they had this way you would get in, and then you were under this petition, and all of this was closed up, so you probably didn't even know how far you were going up.
Right. Okay. Yeah, there ain't no roller coasters like that no more.
Ain't no roller coasters like that no more.
None. Right? They all open.
So you would sit in it and it would click. But this one time I got in one, the last time I got in one, it clicked, but it still didn't feel comfortable pulling because I kept, even before we took off, I kept checking it, and then I made the people come check it. Because it's still, even though it clicked, I heard it click, but it didn't, it felt like it was slipping. It didn't feel right.
And that's a lot of older roller coasters and stuff. They have play in those bars. You know, you even when you click them down, they're gonna move a couple of inches. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know what you're saying. We have a roller coaster at Six Flags here in Missouri, and it's called the Screaming Eagle. I mean, you go up at least, I'm gonna say at least 70 to 75 feet straight up, and then is the first drop is a straight down. and I mean, it's like this roller coaster, it's an older roller coaster, but it's like a classic roller coaster. But this thing is probably about going maybe about 75, 80 miles an hour. I mean, it is moving. And
right.
You when somebody has that type of fear, you want to make sure that they're cool and that they're comfortable, because anything that, yeah, you're gonna have a problem with them. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin who whenever we need to drive somewhere, she was like, "You drive." I'm like, "Why you can't drive?" She's like, "Because I'm scared of bridges."
I don't go over bridges.
She don't go over bridges. She didn't go over bridges.
I don't go over bridges.
She was like, "I don't care what you do." Like, I'm not going over the bridge.
So the same thing is true about a bridge for me. Okay, so if it's got those narrow lanes, if it goes like scoop up in the air like this, where the road turn like this, if it's steep and go up like this, I will go around. Okay.
That's great. So what about tunnels?
One time, tunnels I'm good with. But listen, you remember that time we was riding? It was me, you, and our friend. I think I was driving. Okay, y'all drive Miss Daisy. They was getting frustrated with me because I followed the speed limit. Okay.
Miss Daisy drive faster than you.
Yeah, that's right. But I always drove like that, y'all. But listen.
I had that Ice Cube moment. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like, what is taking so long?
But remember that time y'all was showing me which way to go, right? And y'all was telling me to do one thing, but I was hearing that you wanted me to go on the bridge. And I went, and both of them was like, "What's wrong?"
Don't kill us because you died. What are you doing?
And I was like, "Wait a minute, I think I need to pull over and let one of y'all drive." They was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Absolutely.
And I was like, "I don't drive on bridges." And our friend was in the back seat. He was like, "What bridge you trying to get out? We're not going on the bridge. You just going right." I was like, "Oh, okay." You remember that?
Yeah, I
do. So I don't listen. I drove on the bridge one time with my best friend. We took a road trip. We went to New Orleans, actually. So what we did was we stopped along the way at the different places that we wanted to stop going to New Orleans. Like we stopped in Baton Rouge. We did some okay. So it's this one bridge that go like, it actually tilts up just like that.
I know what you're talking about.
And it's a, what you call it, chain link kind of bridge.
Yeah, it's a drawbridge.
Suspension bridge.
Suspension bridge.
So we was in her car. I was sitting on the passenger side. We were in traffic. Now I didn't see the bridge ahead of us. She was sick. Her allergies was messing with her real bad. She was sick. And she had been driving and she was like, okay, BFF, you gotta drive. You have to drive. I can't do this. So I was like, okay. We were in traffic. We switched spots. As soon as the traffic started going, and I go up, and there's the bridge. I was like, you ain't tell me there's a bridge right here. She was like, what you talking about? Now, we've been friends all our life. Listen, I was 14, she was 15 when we met. We've been friends all our life.
Yeah.
She never knew that I
You had a bridge problem.
And she was like, what are you talking about? I look,
like
and the more you go up, the louder I yell. Like if I'm on the phone with my friends and I'm on getting on the bridge, I was like, bridge, and they start like talking to me. They be like, okay. They start like just chitter chattering. They be like, okay. The first thing they say, they be like, okay, turn the radio on. And I turn the radio on. And turn the radio up. I turn the radio up. And then they be like, don't look down. And I be like, bitch, I ain't finna look down. Then they be like, okay, listen to me. And then they'll change the subject. Did you know? And I be like,
yeah, that's like it's crazy. Like
I don't do elevators either.
I mean,
not elevators, escalators. For the same reason.
I mean, I get it. I got some people that I know who doesn't walk on grates, you know, in the street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like on the sidewalk where they had those massive grates.
Yeah.
They don't walk on them. They'll walk all the way around them. And because I guess they feel that they're gonna fall through one of them. I was like, look, man, I done went over and walked on grates and jumped on top of grates. If your weight sends you crashing through a grate,
yeah,
that grate wasn't supporting anyway because it's in the sidewalk. So you know what I mean? You just think about certain things like. But I was asking you about freaking tunnels because one of the craziest things is most people are scared of tunnels. Like there's a tunnel in Detroit that runs under Lake Michigan, and under that tunnel, it runs literally under the lake, and you can see water on the side of the.
If it's closed in, I'm good.
It's closed in, but it's
like going to an aquarium where they have the aquarium over you, right? You know, you've been to an aquarium where they had like you walking in there, but but you really in a tunnel because the water is like.
Oh yeah. But you don't see the water, but you know you're running under. And the killing part about it, I think that tunnel is like 2 to 3 miles long. So you got all this concrete and it's only 2 lanes. You got 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes coming back the other way.
Yeah, I think I would be okay with the tunnel because in my brain, I would be like, well, if I could figure out how to get out the car, I could swim and scoot up.
Did you hear me say this is a lake? Have you seen Lake Michigan?
I just need to get up to the air. I don't need to go this way. I need to get up.
Yeah, but have you seen Lake Michigan?
I just need to get up.
The thing that throws me, I'll be like, why is it water leaking down here?
I need to just get up because water is gonna leak because it's heavy. I don't care if you got the concrete.
I know why, but they should be trying to fill this in to make sure the people are sure that these walls will not collapse.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, in my brain compute says, if I could figure out how to make sure I'm not trapped in the car and there's no cement falling over my head that knocks me out, and I can swim up.
I mean, with the that's
in the elevator. I mean, the escalator and the escalator, the bridges, and the open elevators.
The clear ones?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like falling to my death, like Tyre. I can't. When I go into those glass enclosed elevators.
Because you see the elements.
Yeah. So I step in and I stand right in the little corner where the little buttons are.
The button's gonna help you if the elevator get the fire. It's psychological. Okay, I get it.
Psychologically, I have to have, I'm okay as long as I can't see it. So you got me closed in something, the moment, and you can have the walls closed in on me, but if I can see over or through the stairs,
oh yeah, that's
then I'm like, I ain't gonna do that. So everybody that really know me real well, like my children, whatever, there's a whole system
no, that's nothing.
of how I get up the stairs.
Listen, everybody got some type of fear, even if you don't know what it is. I mean, it's stuff that I just do just to try it. Like I be making people mad. See, a lot of people that know me, they know that I don't believe in superstition. They were like, you just split a pole. I don't care. And they'll walk back around the pole. And I'm so ignorant, I go back around the other side of the pole. I'm like, dude, I have walked under ladders. I have freaking swept my foot with broom. I mean, man, I'm not finna spit on my broom. I like
spit on the broom. Why we spitting on the broom? I missed something. Why we spitting on the broom?
One of the superstitions is if you sweep your foot, the older people used to spit on the broom. And I was like, that's one of the superstitions. I was like, I ain't doing none of that. Black cat cross your path. Oh, you got bad luck. No. That cat got bad luck if you come over here and bother me because I'm gonna kick it on the roof. Like, I don't care about none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But some people are so superstitious about different things. It's just like crazy. I just do stuff. Dude, I don't have that type of fear for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's people do what they do, but it's cool. So we got to get out of here, yo. You know what I'm saying?
It's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go. We got
we got people to see, things to do.
We love Insane Rhetoric listeners, and we thank y'all for listening. But we gotta pay bills and we got stuff to get done. We got stuff to get done.
Did y'all subscribe? Did y'all
subscribe, follow, like? Hey, we in everybody's country.
Y'all, did we tell y'all we in Brazil now?
We in freaking Brazil, man. Listen, Singapore, Brazil, Japan, the UK, of course, the US, Russia, Germany. Woo! Hey,
Canada.
Canada. Oh, shouts out to the Canadians, man.
India.
I forgot about India. Man, listen.
Austria.
We freaking everywhere.
We everywhere, y'all. We can't even name them all.
Austria is in Germany, right? Austria, Germany. I said Germany.
No, they're two different places now.
Huh? When did this happen?
It's been a long time ago. Austria.
Austria is not an.
They got their own flag.
That don't mean that they still ain't in Germany. UK is their own country, but it was still a part of Russia. Property grab. We know. So
y'all see my face.
Hey, listen. Just because you got your own flag don't mean you're your own entity.
Well, tell that to India and Pakistan.
I'm gonna tell it to whoever I just told it to.
Because it was all India.
But what I'm saying is, it's still
and you tell that to a Pakistani now.
What I'm saying is the providence of that place has not geographically moved. They just calls it something else.
India was a big old place.
So was Russia.
They had a war.
And
they split the place in two. And it became this side of the road, Pakistan. This side of the road, India. Now you tell a Pakistani that they are Indian, they're still India. And them is fighting words. Did you hear what I said? How I said it? Them is fighting words.
I don't give a real hell of what they think. that location has not moved. They just calls it something else.
Well, it's not India.
But I'm just saying that they called it something else because of how they zone their property. Fine. The land still was the same, regardless if you split it or not.
Y'all see my face.
And it don't matter.
You gonna try to make these Austrians call themselves German? Yeah.
That ain't what I said.
Y'all see my face?
That ain't what I said. I'm saying that property has not moved. And if you go back and do your history, that's what it would still be if it wasn't for the wars splitting all the different diversity.
Okay, tell that to Istanbul.
I can tell it to whoever. Now, if they like it or not, it's their problem.
Tell Istanbul they still call Constantinople.
That was the province of Constantinople. Yeah, so I mean, from Constantine, yeah, definitely. I'm a history person, so it was still
I'm just saying, you want to go now and tell
just
the people
because
in Istanbul that they Constantinople?
Just because they say something doesn't change the geographical location. It's just what they say. They occupy this part of the line. They occupy that part of the line. Fine,
Istanbul,
but still, history shows that
Istanbul. I'm gonna call y'all Istanbul. I'm not gonna call y'all Constantinople.
I'm gonna say what's up to you. That's all I'm gonna tell you. What you think is what you think, and I really don't care.
Y'all see my face.
Anyway,
he getting the Charlie Brown face a lot today, right?
Anyway, subscribe.
This was Talk Mess Day. This was Talk Mess Day.
Listen. Anyway, subscribe, follow, and whoever you are on whatever continent you identify with, that's your choice. That's your choice.
And keep listening to Insane Rhetorik, because the insanity never ends.
It don't end.
Even with our co-hosts.
That's why we're Insane Rhetorik.
Hey, that's why we're Insane Rhetorik.
That's exactly what I just said. That's why we're Insane Rhetorik.
Except for the fact that there's so much insane stuff going on in the world today.
Well, we can't fix it.
That's why it's Insane Rhetorik. Not just because the co-host can be a little insane at times.
Insane. I am far from insane. Touch maybe, crazy possibly. Insane? Nah, I don't need no straitjacket for the rest of my life. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good on that. Keep that. Although that would be nice to be a first Black Hannibal Lecter. Look-alike. That'll be. I might give me a mask. Everybody else running around a mask with COVID on.
It's not Halloween yet. That's what you're going to be for Halloween? I don't celebrate Halloween, but.
I don't celebrate Halloween either, but Hannibal.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, y'all. Y'all like, follow, subscribe, listen.
Check us out. Pretty much on every platform.
Every platform that you can imagine for a podcast.
Yeah, Insane Rhetorik is everywhere. So literally,
Okay, so go down. Okay, so go download Clubhouse on your phone.
Clubhouse.
You can't do it on your computer. You have to do it on your phone. Go download Clubhouse and find Insane Rhetorik and follow us. Because pretty soon we're gonna announce it when it's gonna happen, but pretty soon
we're gonna be doing the Pimp Chronicles.
No, we're gonna be doing the Elementary Chronicles.
Got thrown off. Elementary Chronicles. Sorry. Chronic is too close to chronic. So I mean, flashbacks. I got confused. It happens sometimes. Sorry.
Y'all, today is his day to be confused. Okay. Okay. Clubhouse. It's called Clubhouse. Go download it. Get yourself set up. follow Insane Rhetoric. Pretty soon, there will be a room called the Elementary Chronicles. We're going to have a discussion about the Elementary Chronicles. Go get ready.
I'm with it.
That's it. We everywhere. Just go listen.
Just check us out. Like, follow, subscribe. Hey, we want to give just a shout out to all our Insane Rhetoric listeners. Hey, man, we love you guys for supporting us. We thank you so much for just being a listening ear, and hopefully some of the things that we have said through our first season and going into our second season that has been beneficial for life, you know what I'm saying, and just seeing things different and seeing the craziness and the insanity in the world. So hopefully your life gets better as it goes. So, hey, check us out on every platform, and we out of here.
Well, y'all know what I like to say at the end.
I don't really want to say that right now because it insinuates.
I'm not, you know what? I pray for that little boy. I pray for that little boy. But y'all need to remember to enjoy the ride. That is Insane Rhetoric. Yeah. And we love you, Tyre, and your family. But we're going to enjoy this ride on Insane Rhetoric.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Remember to enjoy the ride that is Insane Rhetoric. We out.
Bye, y'all. Peace and lemon green.